Hello everyone. This is the presentation on asymmetric information and adverse selection problem with the banks. So this is the topic which is useful for the students of Money and Banking BCom Honors and Money and Financial Markets for BA Economics Honors. So before starting asymmetric information and adverse selection problem with the banks, let us first see the types of information. So information is broadly classified into two types, symmetric and asymmetric information. Symmetric information is the information which are complete and perfect information to both the parties, to the bank and to the borrower. While asymmetric information are incomplete and imperfect information where bank and borrower hide information from each other and there is lack of complete information to the parties. Now, in symmetric information, both bank and borrower have same information about whether the loan will be repaid. But in asymmetric information, borrower have better information whether a loan will be repaid to the bank or not. It arises because borrowers know how honest they are, but bank do not. Now let us see the symmetric information and how bank operates in symmetric information when there is a complete information to both the parties, the bank and the borrowers. When a low-income borrower applies for a loan, both the bank and the borrower know that there is only 10% of chance of the loan to be repaid. But when high-income borrower applies for a loan, both the bank and the borrower know that there is 90% chance of the loan to be repaid back. Therefore, the expected return of the bank when lending to high income borrower is definitely greater than lending to low income borrower. But in spite of that, if the bank is willing to lend money to low income borrower, it must charge a higher interest rate as to compensate the additional default risk with the low income borrower. Now let us understand asymmetric information with the help of the example. Suppose he is Mr. A and he is Mr. B. Mr. A is a low income person and this is known by bank. Both Mr. A and bank have complete information about each other. So when bank is lending money to Mr. A, there is 10% chance of loan repayment. Therefore, bank's expected return lending to Mr. A is low. Therefore, bank must charge higher interest rate from Mr. A as a default risk. Now, come to the other side, Mr. B. He is a rich man, high income borrower, and there is a complete information to both bank and Mr. B about the loan status. Since he is a high income borrower, there is 90% of chance of loan repayment. Bank's expected return lending to Mr. B is high. Now, on this ground of symmetric information, the marginal cost of loan to good credit risk borrower is less than the marginal cost of loan to the bad credit risk borrower. Therefore, from this example, we can say that in symmetric information, when both the parties have complete information about each other, banks discriminate against the low income borrower by requiring them to pay higher interest rate. Therefore, the marginal cost of loan to good credit borrower is less than the marginal cost of loan to bad credit borrower, as you can see from here. Now let us understand the symmetric information with the help of this figure. This figure, we can see that this is the good credit risk figure, loan to the good credit risk and loan to the bad credit risk. So here we can see that marginal cost of a good credit risk is lesser than the marginal cost of a bad credit risk. Marginal cost of bad credit risk is higher than the marginal cost of good credit risk. Now, come to the good credit risk figure. We see that this is the demand line for a good credit risk borrower, that is AR line, and this is the marginal revenue MR line of a good credit risk borrower. Now, the equilibrium is decided at the rate where MR equals to MC and MC cuts MR from below. This is at E point. Now the equilibrium point gives the rate of interest, which is 8%, and the loan amount LG. So we can see here that the rate of interest is 8% and the loan amount is LG. Now come to the other side, the bad credit risk, where the demand, this is the demand curve for a bad credit risk borrower, this is the MR curve, and this is the marginal cost of bad credit risk. Now the equilibrium point is F, where MC is equal to MR and MC cuts MR from below. Now the equilibrium point gives the equilibrium rate of interest and the loan amount. Now if we compare both the two figures, we will see that the rate of interest of a bad credit risk borrower are higher than the good credit risk borrower. At the same time, we also see that the loan amount is lesser to the bad credit risk borrower as compared to the loan amount of a good credit risk borrower. So in symmetric information, when the bank has complete information that who is good credit risk borrower and who is bad credit risk borrower, bank deliberately charge higher interest rate and lend lower loan amount to the bad credit risk borrower. Now what we conclude from symmetric information? The conclusion is that the lower marginal cost of issuing loan to good credit risk borrower results in lower interest rate, and higher marginal cost of issuing loan to bad credit risk borrower results in higher interest rate. Therefore, individual with a bad credit risk obtain fund but at a higher interest rate than compared to the credit worthy borrowers. Now come to imperfect information. When bank takes loan decision, it assumes all borrowers are equally likely to repay the loan. But what happens in reality? Some borrower fail to repay the loan. This reduces bank's profit. If bank knows a particular borrower will not repay the loan, then it will not agree to lend that person money in the first place. But what happens in reality is banks suffer from imperfect information. That is, there is no complete information to the bank about the borrower. Borrower hide information from the bank. Borrower knows better than bank whether the loan will be repaid or not. They do not know for certain which borrower will and which borrower will not repay the loan. This imperfect information to bank impact on bank decision and results in the problem of asymmetric information and adverse selection. Now let us see what happens in asymmetric information. Asymmetric information between banks and borrowers results in adverse selection. Because borrowers know how honest they are, but banks do not. Borrowers have a better information about the loan, whether it will be repaid or not. Therefore, asymmetric information, bank charges higher interest rate than the symmetric information. As a result, the rate of interest also becomes higher even for the good credit risk borrower. Now what happens in asymmetric information? In asymmetric information, honest borrowers pay higher interest rate. Why? They pay higher interest rate to compensate the fact that dishonest borrower default most of the time. Honest borrowers subsidizes dishonest borrower. Thus, honest borrower decide not to borrow and quantity demand of loan by honest borrower falls down. As a result, the proportion of loan issued to dishonest borrower increases as a fraction of all bank loans. As the defaulter increases, the bank further raises the interest rate. By continue to increase the interest rate, the bank ends up in a situation where it issues loan only to dishonest borrower, driving the honest borrower out of the market. Why? Because the cost of loan increases, honest borrower are not ready to take loan anymore from the bank. But dishonest borrower will still continue to take loan from the bank at a higher rate of interest. This phenomena is called adverse selection. In adverse selection, what happens? Banks are left with an adverse pool of borrowers who are more likely to default. An increase in loan interest rate will rise the fraction of loan that will not be repaid. Now the question is, why adverse selection occurs? It occurs because of asymmetric information about the history of the borrower. Along with that, borrower have inside information about the riskiness of the project they are borrowing to finance. Like, take an example, borrowing a loan from a bank for opening a restaurant is a very good plan by a borrower, but hiding the information that borrower is having a heart problem which prohibit him to work hard for the restaurant success. Now let us understand the figure of adverse selection. Here you can see this is the aggregate demand, which is the demand of both the good borrower plus the demand of the bad borrower. So this is the aggregate demand in front of the bank, total demand, and this is the MR curve. Now in the beginning, bank will charge the lower cost. The cost of lending is lower and marginal cost is MCN. Now the equilibrium rate is decided at point A, where MR equals to MC and MC cuts MR from below. So the rate of interest is 6% and the loan amount is this much, 300 lakhs. Higher the loan amount. Now when the bank defaults increases, the bank cost of lending also increases. Therefore, bank increases the marginal cost from MCN to MC1. The equilibrium point shift from A to B. Now at point B, MR is equal to MC and MC cuts MR from below. Equilibrium rate of interest increases from 6 to 8% and equilibrium loan amount decreases. Now again the default increases, continue on increasing because the bank has asymmetric information. Then what happens? Because of this asymmetric information, bank is lending to the borrower who is not repaying back the loan. As a result, the cost of lending of the bank increases from MC1 to MC2. Now the new equilibrium will be established at point C. We move from B to C. At C point, the equilibrium rate of interest is 10% and the loan amount decreases. So we can see here, as the default increases, marginal cost of bank increases, which results in the rise in the rate of interest and fall in the loan amount. So what is the result of this figure is, we can find that with the gradual increase in the defaulter and the non-repayment of loan, marginal cost is increasing, which increases the interest rate and decreases the loan amount. So in that way, loan becomes very costly. Good borrower will prohibit themselves from borrowing from the bank at this high rate of interest of 10% and a low amount of loan, because good borrower are genuine borrower who are ready to repay the loan. So why do they borrow at a so high rate of interest and such a low amount? It is very costly for them to borrow. So naturally they will go away from this bank. They will stop borrowing from this bank. But since bad borrower knew that they are not going to repay the loan, so they keep on borrowing even if the loan amount is less and the interest rate is very high. They keep on borrowing. As a result, the bank are left with the pool of adverse selection, that is the pool of borrower who are bad borrower, and they could easily identify that those who are applying the loan at a high rate of interest and at the lower amount, they are adverse borrower with a bad credit risk. So from the last figure of adverse selection, it is clear that when borrower have better information about their status as credit risk than bank, bank will face a single demand curve. In absence of any default, marginal cost would be MCN. As dishonest borrower default, marginal cost naturally increases from MC1 to MC2 and the loan amount decreases. As a result, honest borrower must pay higher interest rate because of the behavior of dishonest borrower. So what will be the result? The dishonest borrower do not plan to pay back the loan. They continue to seek the loan even if at the higher rate of interest. Now, after seeing the whole analysis of asymmetric information and adverse selection, we come to the conclusion that honest borrowers are less likely to borrow at a higher rate of interest. They refuse to borrow because the interest rate is very high and the loan amount is very less. The proportion of dishonest borrower increases, leading to an increase in defaults. This further raises the marginal cost of loan and result in even higher rate of interest. This phenomena is known as adverse selection, which leaves the bank with the pool of borrower more likely to default. Now, after discussing the problem of adverse selection and asymmetric information, let us see what are the solutions for it. First solution is the credit report, where banks should rely heavily on the credit report for the information about the loan applicant's history, whether the borrower has defaulted in the past or not. Now, second is the collateral. It is the property or other asset pledged as security against default on loan. If default occurs, the lender or the bank gets the collateral. Borrowers are required to put up collateral to obtain loan from the bank. Collateral is a type of hostage the bank uses to induce the borrower to repay the loan. But if the borrower does not repay the loan, bank keeps the collateral. If borrower does pay the loan, bank releases the collateral. Take an example of a house loan where bank keep the property of a house which is purchased from the loan money as a collateral. If borrower default on loan, the bank can seize the house and sell it to recover the loan amount. A third is reputation, where many banks attempt to build a reputation of being very tough on borrowers who default. And the last and the fourth is the down payment. It is the strategy to induce the borrowers not to default. Suppose the only collateral put up for mortgage loan is house and the money used to purchase the house comes only from the bank. Then in that case we say that no collateral exists. Why? Because if the borrower default, bank seizes the house, but the borrower receives the free use of it for the period until the bank repossesses it. This strategy will not induce dishonest borrower to repay the loan. Now, how the bank will tackle this problem? To solve this problem, bank require a down payment by the borrower. Bank will lend only 80% of the amount to the buyer of the house as a loan, and rest 20% must come from the borrower's saving. In this case, bank stake on house is 80% of the house market value. Now, if the borrower default and bank repossesses the house, it can sell it and use the proceed to repay both the loan and the cost of foreclosing the house. So in this case, borrower loses 20% of down payment also. Thus, down payment reduces the incentive for even dishonest borrower to default. So to conclude, we can say that asymmetric information results in adverse selection, which lead to the rise in the rate of interest and reduce in the loan amount. So the increase in the rate of interest ultimately lead to a situation where only the borrower willing to pay the high rates are those who know that they will default. In absence of strong mechanism for alleviating the problem generated by asymmetric information, bank could ultimately refuse to issue any loans at all. If you have any question on this presentation, please leave your questions in the comment section and like and subscribe my channel to get further notification. Thank you so much.